In the southwest, the Yoruba, fishermen, boatmen, farmers. They have a long and cruel history of civil war, in which whole districts were devastated and their inhabitants massacred and enslaved. Now their chiefs rule peacefully with British advice. Their capital, Ibadan, is the largest Negro city in Africa. But deep in the interior, old habits and old beliefs are still strong. Distances and lack of communication sharpen the isolation of tribe from tribe and are at the bottom of Nigeria's disunity. The railways, overworked and short of rolling stock, are unable to carry all the food and produce that might be going to the port. Too much of the land is worn out. Primitive agriculture and a population growing too fast have drained the soil of life. Many a village is facing the terrible reality of soil erosion, leading to lowered standards of living, malnutrition, and disease. Contagious diseases like yours. Hookworm, often caught from infected water. Malaria, carried by mosquitoes, and epidemics of smallpox, yellow fever, typhus. Blindness, perhaps 10 times as common in Africa as in England. Sleeping sickness, spread by the tsetse fly. Leprosy, 68,000 cases treated in a year. There is disease and poverty throughout Nigeria, the unrelieved poverty of millions who eke out a bare living. Lagos, the capital, is badly overcrowded. 3 out of 5 of the dwellings in the city have been condemned as not fit to live in. People are drawn to Lagos by the hope of a better job with more money, but there are not enough jobs. The startling truth is that the population of Nigeria has doubled in 50 years of peace. There can be no solution to Nigeria's problems unless her development, both economic and social, can be made to keep pace with this rapid growth of her peoples. Harsh enough challenges. Are they being met? In part only. New bridges are going up. Great efforts are being made to patch up rolling stock and to keep it in repair. In England, the building of new locomotives for Nigeria is speeded up, and some are already on their way out. Mechanization has made a good beginning in the government-owned collieries in the east, and will increase output when the railways are ready to take the coast. The struggle to restore the fertility of eroded land has begun. At Minna, a dam is being built to irrigate parched soil and to supply villages with fresh water. A generation of better farmers is being built up, slowly because there are always too few instructors. But many young soldiers have come back from service in Burma and elsewhere, anxious to learn and ready to pass on their new knowledge to the people in their villages. And Africa Americans are being taught to fight disease at once they met with a hopeless fatalism. The Sleeping Sickness Service is cutting down great areas of bush, destroying the breeding ground of the tsetse fly. Malaria is being kept down by the clearing out of mosquito swamps. Hookworm diminishes when clean water is available. Leprosy is being treated now with new drugs which hold out the promise of more cure, and the spread of knowledge is giving sufferers more confidence to come forward. The devoted work of private and missionary societies has been strengthened and extended since 1945 by a new government leprosy service. But the crying need is for more doctors, more nurses, more trained medical staff, more clinics, and more hospitals. For all these services, Nigeria needs more money. And it is only from Nigeria's own resources that the money in the end can come. The country has great resources. Exports in 1947 amounted to £37 million sterling. Timber produced £750,000 in exports. Cotton, £300,000. Palm kernels and palm oil, £9.5 million. Ground nuts for fat, £6.25 million. And this would have been far more if the railways had been able to move the stocks. Cocoa, £10.5 million.